Okay, well, this is going to be part two of the video working on the 1946 Power Machinery chainsaw. Um, One of the things I didn't mention in the last video, but is rather relevant, is that the engine was locked up. It doesn't want to move. It seems to want to move a little bit more now, but basically she's locked up. So what I did is I went and I poured some ATF, some automatic transmission fluid, down the pipe here, and let her sit for a while to see if we can, if that'll help things. And it already seems to, as you can see there. It looks like it's loosened it up a little bit. But we're gonna go and pop that head off and take a little look and see what's going on in there. So hopefully it's nothing in the bottom end with the rod or crankshaft or anything else. Fingers crossed. I'm hopeful it's just a sticky piston, but we're gonna find out. So lots coming up here. So yeah, let's get at it and see what we can do. Alrighty, well, let's see if we can get this head off of here. Try to do this one-handed. One. Alrighty, well, let's see what's under this. Okay. Alrighty, well, here's the moment of truth. I don't know if we can. Oh, that's amazing. Didn't think that was going to come off quite that easy. Okay, let's do, oh, well, guessing this might be part of our problem in here. That is some ugly. Well, you can see lots of rust in here. Looks like the piston has been sitting for a while. It looks like we got some. Oh, there doesn't seem to be a lot of chunks in there. That's a really good sign. But definitely a significant quantity of rust. Hopefully this is picking it up on the video. Hopefully you can see that, guys. But yeah, that's kind of nasty. I guess that's what happens when this stuff sits for a while. The underside of the head, well, it's very, very small head, relatively speaking. But it actually looks to be in good shape. We'll clean up. So I think the next thing to do here is to clean that rust up. And I think what I'm going to do, may give this a little thought on different ways to do this. I mean, I don't want to take the piston right out right away. I'm going to see if we can just clean it up, get it moving, and yeah, I'll give it a little thought. Let me ponder that, and I'll add that to the next bit of the video here. Okay, so just before we put the put the rust remover in here, I thought I'd just show you what this looks like after cleaning it up a bit with some WD-40. So trying to get a light on this. Maybe I can get a flashlight and try to help make this look a little bit better. 2 secs. Okay, let's try to get a flashlight in here so you can really see it. Yeah, so there's a lot of rust in there still, and this is after taking a rag and cleaning it up with some WD-40. Now, it's not perfect, obviously, but gives you an idea of what the challenge is here to get the rust off of this thing. So I'm going to raise that, as I mentioned before, raise that piston up. We'll put that plumber's putty into the bore there, and we're going to pour some rust remover in there. We're just going to let the thing sit for a bit, and I don't know how too long. I'll probably be conservative and not leave it in more than a couple or 3 hours, just because we don't want to start doing any damage. I don't think we will, but see what happens after 2 or 3 hours of this. So here, I'll get that going, and we'll show you what that looks like. Okay, guys, well, we're at that stage where I've got the plumber's putty in there. This is going to be quite interesting. I don't know if I'm going to make it a ridiculous mess or just what. I probably am. We're going to find out here. So what I did is I raised the piston up to where the ports are closed, but the rust is still fully exposed. And then I squished plumber's putty all around the perimeter here. I kind of made a coil of it, and just for the heck of it, just because I didn't want it seeping through down through the middle. I put a little bit more in the middle there. So I guess I've now got the whole thing covered, rightly or wrongly. I have no idea what rust remover will do to plumber's putty. It's going to be a little science experiment here, so we are going to find out. Alrighty, well, here goes nothing. We're going to try a little bit. I'll put a little bit in there first to make sure I don't get, you know, some weird chemical reaction going on. No, looks pretty inert to me, so good. Let's give this a shot. Let's fill her up right to the top. So we can get that right up there. Saw's not terribly level. I probably should have thought about that first, I guess, but yeah, I don't really want it flowing over. Well, maybe we'll just live with that for now. We can always do this again if need be. It's pretty level, but doing it over again, I might have put a level on it, but that's okay. I think what we're going to do, we're going to leave that now. How long? Who knows? I don't know. A couple hours, and then we'll see what happens. Oh, and in case you're curious, I am using. Here's another bottle. It's got a better label on it because I got 2 bottles of this stuff. But I'm using some good old rust remover. This is the stuff I'm using. It's probably not the best stuff. I think Vapor Rust or whatever, Evapor Rust, whatever, is supposed to be better stuff. But this is what I had in my workshop. This is what I'm using. Dominion Sure Seal Limited Rust Remover. Removes rust from chrome, stainless, yada yada. It does not say engine cylinders. Oh well, we're going to find out. Okay guys, we'll come back in a couple hours and see what this looks like. Okay, well, it's only been like, 90 seconds, but I just thought, gee whiz, you guys might want to see this. It's kind of interesting, but we're getting like little interesting sort of little bubbles and stuff coming up off of this stuff. So clearly something is happening. Again, it's been there, well, maybe 2 minutes. I don't know how, not very darn long. I just shut the camera off and started cleaning up a bit and saw it doing this. I thought, oh, that's kind of makes for kind of a pretty picture. So I thought maybe you guys would like to see this, so, or maybe not. So I just that's that. We'll see. Again, we'll leave it for a couple hours here, and yeah, or more. I don't know. We'll see how the spirit moves me, and we'll take a look at it and see what happened. Hey guys, this is just a follow-up to the end of part 2 on the cleanup of the 1946 power machinery chainsaw cylinder, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on that because unfortunately I didn't film the last bit of this, so I'm just going to have to tell you verbally. But yeah, I put that Vapor Rust, it wasn't Vapor Rust, but kind of like Vapor Rust, a rust remover in there, and that really did a great job. And I actually left it in there overnight. I took a little look at it; it would seem to be doing okay. So I left it overnight, and that took the majority of it out. I went and I just cleaned up the cylinder wall, gently with some combination of some very, very fine sandpaper and a little bit of superfine steel wool, and then I, after I got all that, done, I went and I pulled out the plumber's putty, and very carefully went and moved the cylinder up and down, keeping it well oiled and that sort of thing. And yeah, well, it's all good. It all seems to be good, and amazingly, it still seems to have some compression. Now, is it enough compression to run this saw? We're gonna find out. We're gonna figure that one out. So we're gonna find out and see what happens. But yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think I would recommend that. Certainly on that particular method of rust remover on, a really valuable piece of equipment. Certainly not a car or anything that that really matters. But this is a 1946 chainsaw. You guys have seen the condition of it, so it is. I figured it was worth a shot. And actually, it actually turned out better than I'd really ever thought. In fact, who knows? Maybe I'll try this again on something. I don't know, but it seemed to work. So, anyways. That's really a wrap for this one. I would really like it if you guys would like this video. If you could like, and even better if you could subscribe, share it with your friends. I don't know, and also comment, please. Give me heck, give me criticism. I read all the comments. I'm going to reply to anybody that leaves a comment. I will commit to replying back to you. So anyways, thanks a lot guys. Hope everybody's doing well, and yeah, talk to you later. Bye for now.